Hey guys, this is the Irish Bear, and today we're going to be looking at a Protoss versus Zerg match. And on the right side, we have CrazyBass as the blue Zerg, and Spudzzy on the left side as the red Protoss. And today we're going to be seeing a very interesting match on a very interesting map. When good players play on this map, it is always very fun and entertaining to watch, and you can always see really good gameplay on this map. It's a map that I love to hate. I hate it because sometimes it can be quite a pain to kind of control the map in this map. So today we're going to see some pretty good gameplay. This is a platinum level match, and the thing I like about Platinum, the Platinum League, is you usually see a lot of different strategies compared to Diamond. In Diamond, you see a lot of structured gameplay and a lot of the same stuff. Not to offend anybody that is in Diamond, they're all skilled or they wouldn't be there. But in Platinum, you usually tend to see some pretty wild stuff that you usually would not see in Diamond. And it usually results in a pretty good or fun, wacky match. And that's what we're going to see today. Not so wacky as, as entertaining. And we're going to see how to really, in this matchup especially, really going to look at how to maximize the efficiency of your units from both of our players here. We do have a pylon going down from Spudzzy, which is already done, and we do have a warp gate coming in. And right now we do have CrazyBass sending his overlords into Spudzy's general area, trying to see what he's got going on here. And as you can see, this is a really big advantage to this Zerg player. All he has to do is send his overlord right over here, and he's got really good vision of his opponent. On the other hand, as you can see, the Protoss or a Terran player in this situation on this map have to travel all the way around. So the Zerg player really does have a really nice advantage in that very early scouting stage. And we do have an extractor going down by CrazyBass, or it is done. Sorry, I keep saying it's going down. It's done. And a spawning pool getting ready to come up. So he is going to be going for those early speedlings as soon as possible. Maybe try to get in some really good harass early on. So right now, Spudszy is going to be chrono boosting his probes. It looks like he's going to be focusing more on his economy, and he looks like he's going to be focusing on his economy a lot more than pumping out units using that chrono boost on his probes. We do have a cybernetics core going down for Spudszy, so we will be seeing some stalkers and probably a sentry. And a sentry for a Protoss player in a Zerg match is really good, especially early on, because you can really, if used efficiently, can really shut down the efficiency of a Zergling surround and really utilize your Zealots to their fullest potential. So we do have some Zerglings and a drone coming out. The drone is backing off. We do have some Zerglings coming out for CrazyBass. Really quick Zerglings, and we do have a Baneling nest coming down for CrazyBass, along with his speed upgrade. So we're going to be probably be seeing some early Baneling play as well. Spudszy does have his warp gate going down, and CrazyBass does have that queen, so he's going to be able to pump out units a lot faster. So right now, CrazyBass is continuing to pump out lots and lots of Zerglings. So we're probably going to see a really early Zergling rush. And he does see that Spudszy does have these Zealots because it's really well placed Overlord. Although I kind of wish that he kind of scooted that Overlord up just a little bit. Maybe see if there's anything around here. But you know what? That's a really good place for it. We do have a third pylon going down for Spudszy and a Stargate. We have a Stargate going down and a Roach Warren going down for CrazyBass. So this is going to be a really interesting match. So right now we do have a very sizable amount of Zerglings sitting outside of this base, sitting outside of Spudzy's base. So it looks like we may end up seeing a push here early from CrazyBass. I wish he would send one of these Zerglings up here to see kind of what Spudszy has, because now that Overlord is gone, we do have a Sentry coming out from Spudszy. So this is really going to be interesting to see. And we have a Stalker coming out, and that Warp Gate should be almost done. So we're going to be able to see some really good Protoss macro per se. So it looks like CrazyBass does have a lot of Zerglings out here. He looks like he's just waiting and biding his time just a little bit, and it looks like he's going to probably move them up here now that this Overlord is being attacked. So Spudszy is making a push out. He wants to get out of his base. He probably wants to expand. And here come the Zerglings. If they can get a really good surround, they're going to take down those Zealots. Kind of a bad force field there by Spudszy. I wish it would have been a little bit little bit more accurate. But in the heat of the moment, sometimes mishaps can happen. So Spudsy is going to have to be pulling off some probes to kind of take some of that damage for these stalkers. And the warp gate tech is coming in, so it is going to be cutting it kind of close. So here we go. We got Zealots coming in, so CrazyBass does pull off. He pulls off, but I guess that is fine. It looks like he's probably going to try to save those Zerglings. We still haven't seen a Baneling yet, oddly enough. So Spudsy is sending in these this Phoenix, and he is going to be doing some Overlord harass. And right now, it looks like he has already killed one Overlord. So CrazyBass is kind of supply blocked at the moment until I get another Overlord out. And we do have an attack from CrazyBass with Roaches and Zerglings, but he sent his Zerglings a little earlier than his Roaches, which is kind of unfortunate because they could have really done a nice job working together. So I guess it looks like these Zealots, though, will have a tough time taking them out until the Phoenixes arrive. These Phoenixes are really going to at least slow them down. They don't really do that much damage against Roaches, but they are going to be able to slow the Roaches down just enough for Spudsy to get some Stalkers out and kind of push the attack out of his base. So we are going to see some more Phoenix harass coming from Spudsy from the looks of it. And right now, CrazyBass does have a lair and a Hydros den going up. So he is getting prepped to kind of defend his base from those Phoenixes. And we have the Queen being lifted. And will the Queen drop? It looks like it's getting close. Nope. But that Phoenix doesn't have enough energy. That one doesn't have enough energy. It looks like, yeah, he looks like he was just getting barely enough energy to lift this Queen. And he drops the Queen, which really slows down the production. But CrazyBass was smart enough to get a second Queen going in case that one died, or just to help fend off the attack. But we do have a nice amount of Roaches here from CrazyBass and a nice sizable ground force coming from Spudsy. It looks like he is going to be able to drop this Overlord, which is really going to hurt the supply of CrazyBass. So yeah, we're seeing the Roaches being pulled back in case the ground force does come in. But the one thing, yeah, the Hydralisk are coming, so the Phoenixes are going to have a hard time with those Hydralisk unless Spudsy can do a good job of microing those Phoenixes. And right now he is just scouting for an expansion because he does know that Zerg can expand so early. He needs to make sure if he goes in for an attack that there's no expansion he is forgetting. And here comes a nice little conflict right here. It looks like these Stalkers and Zealots are going to have a hard time taking apart this little Zerg ground force. So Spudsy's going to bring in the Phoenixes and try to pick up what units he can. Look, 2 Hydralisk instantly gone because of the nice Phoenix play. And Phoenixes do extra damage against Hydralisk because Hydralisk are light units, and Phoenixes do bonus damage against light units. They do 10 instead of 5, so that's really really bad news for those Hydralisks because Spudsy is getting a nice amount of Phoenixes up. So we do have these Overlords being brought back into the base because those the amount of Phoenixes going out by Spudsy, and we do have Spudsy having expansion right here. And right now the income is really in favor of Spudsy at the moment. He just 27 harvesters to 18 drones for CrazyBass. So Spudsy is really raking in the money right now, and it looks like he's going to be putting another pylon down somewhere over here. Looks like maybe up here on this platform. So we do have 3 warp gates for Spudsy and more Phoenixes. The Phoenixes continue to get pumped out here. His ground force is almost dismal, but he's doing such a good job of using these Phoenixes to their fullest potential that, you know what, he doesn't even need a ground force. He can just lift any Zerg ground unit and just decimate them with these Phoenixes. So he is being very smart here with these Phoenixes. He's scouting the outside of the base to see if there's any kind of lingering Overlords. And it looks like he's going to move in here and he's going to lift a drone. Now, if you didn't see that, he lifted a gas drone, and what happens is 90% of the time in the heat of a moment, players will often forget to put another drone to make 3 on that extractor. So that was a very smart move by Spudsy, getting that drone off the extractor and kind of getting a bit of information on what his opponent has in his base. He does see that there are a nice amount of Hydralisk, and he's going to come by, pick up one Hydralisk down. He's going to pull back and get another one. Looks like another one's down. 2, 3 Hydralisks now, 4 Hydralisks, 5 Hydralisks down, 6 Hydralisks down, and then it looks like he's going to pull off 6 Hydralisks. Sorry, I got a cold today. 6 Hydralisks dropped by those Phoenixes. Very nice Phoenix play by Spudzzy. That was really nice. Really nice Phoenix micro there. He is starting to kind of amass these stalkers here, and he's got some back here that I feel that should probably be grouped up a little bit better. But his Phoenixes are doing such a good job. I mean, why not just do what the best you can with these Phoenixes? So, but he's probably, some of them are low on energy. He does get one Hydralisk dropped, and here come the Stalkers. It looks like they're just going to rain hell upon these Hydralisks, and Spudzzy is moving in with these Phoenixes. So it looks like CrazyBass is going to call the GG. Very fun matchup. Crazy Phoenix play from Spudzzy, and it just almost reminds me of Nani a little bit. Very good Phoenix play from Spudzzy, and he expanded, and he had a really nice economy, and he just did really good with those Phoenixes. And very fun match to watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is the Irish Bear.